Good morning, ladies. Welcome to day 3 of our 30-day journey. Today, the focus is the power of vision. The power of vision. Vision is a very powerful thing. Your perception of things, the way you view things. If you can see yourself moving beyond where you are currently, that's something that's a necessity. There's so many people who are going through things right now and who are hurting right now. And I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you today to hold on, to hang on, to press through. And like I said yesterday, if the only thing you can do is crawl, then crawl. But guess what? You'll be standing after a while. You'll be standing. A few years ago, I had made a big transition and I moved to a new area and I was starting over. And what I kept voicing at that time, inwardly and outwardly, was, oh my gosh, it's so hard starting over in your 40s. It's so hard starting over in your 40s. And it seemed like the more I said that, the harder it became, the more of a struggle it became. And then I realized that I had to change my confession. And I had to say, I changed it to, it's a great time to be alive. And there's no better place to start than start from the bottom, because there's no place to go but up. And that was the way I began to think. But then I began to visualize where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. And I knew that it was very important to me to not just have a job, because I was literally starting over in all aspects because I had relocated. So I had to have a job. I had to find another home. I had to do so many different things. And initially, it seemed like it was just unsurmountable. But what I would do is every day I would take out the devotion time. I would go into my closet of prayer. I would read a scripture. I would pray. But I will also take time to visualize what I wanted and where I wanted to go. And when I talk about vision, I'm talking about really imagining how it's going to feel when you obtain that goal, when you achieve that thing that you really want, like feeling what it's going to feel like to drive in that car that you need. And it's not just about financial things. It's not just about material things. If your marriage is going through, then visualize what it's going to be like when your marriage is healed and the two of you are walking in one accord and the two of you are getting along and you can talk and you can share things and it's not an argument. Or if it's something that you're going through with your child or whatever it is that's going on in your life, imagine and visualize literally what it's going to feel like to have the victory in that area. If it's a healing, imagine right now what it feels like to be healed, what it feels like to break through, and go with that feeling. What it feels like to be free. If you're in a job and you hate going to work every day, then start thinking about what it's going to feel like when you're doing that thing that you really want to do, or when you have that new job or that new position. That's where you have to kind of put your mindset to. And you have to fully believe that in your heart that that goal is achievable. And so I want you to just think about where it is you're trying to get to. And I want you to know that that's fully possible. There's a saying, and it says, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. In other words, if you think you can't do it, then you won't do it. If you think you can do it, then you will do it. So that's where you have to position your vision. You have to think in terms of faith and not of fear.